morning, my dear students. Back again. How are you? Missing every one of you. Actually, it's not time for grammar. This time, it's a text from your selection. And don't forget the second collection or the second selection. It was under the title of Thrill or Horror. Remember, we got something before the tale, that one about the writer who was speaking about the murder he was committed, or he committed already, by killing an old man with the blue eye. Okay, but right now we have another short story. This short story, if you remember before, we have decided to take this short story. It's the monkey's paw. The Monkey's Paw is a short story, but they took this short story and they made the film using this script or this story. You can check on YouTube, you can find a movie clip telling about the same story and same events. By the way, today I have shared you, but it's not the video clip or the movie clip. I need you to check the YouTube once again. And to see the movie and to see how the actors show the event or present all the events in this story. So the Monkey's Paw over here, the short story written by William Waymark Jacobs. This person or speaks about mainly about the Sergeant Major Morris. This person was coming back home from India. And when he went back home, he had a meeting, or he went to visit another family, or the White family. During this visit, they were asking him to bring something from India. Actually, the thing, it looks like a paw or a hand of an animal. It's the monkey's paw. It's not just any monkey's paw, it's a spelled one, or the red spell on it, so it's a magical one. You have 3 wishes, and these 3 wishes will happen, or this monkey paw will make your wishes come true. Sergeant Morris didn't want them to speak about this monkey's paw because he was afraid. So he started to speak about something else, but back again they went back and asked about the same thing. They asked him to bring from India. If you check the sheet over here, actually I will not go in more details, but I want you to go through this summary to get an idea about this short story. Regarding this short story, you'll see the events, you'll see that the White family, the second part we have here, White family contained the father, husband, wife, and their son. The son was working in a factory, by the way. You will know that when you read. The text in your book is divided into 3 parts. Okay, so the summary here describes everything happens, almost everything happened in this short story. I need you to read the summary, but before reading the summary, I need you actually to check your books, because I want to discuss something about this. Actually, you will not understand till you read it. So the White and their son, Herbert, the son was named Herbert, they were waiting and they were asking for this paw. Actually, by the end, they put the paw, or they have taken the paw. They wanted to give the 3 wishes. The first wish was to give back money they took from another place or another person. They want to give the money back. This was Herbert's suggestion to the family. So let's give this wish. But actually, after giving the wish, something else happened. They got, the second day, they got the money, but before getting the money, a horrible action had happened. They got the news of the death of their son, and they got something due to an accident in the factory where he used to work. They got the money to give it back, but actually they were having a great loss. They buried the son and because of this monkey paw, they wished that everything went back to the way it was before. They want the life to go back to how it was before. They want to return. They wanted to return their son Herbert back again. Actually, they give the wish back of returning everything back. I will not complete the events of the story, because whenever we have the meeting in our online session or the Zoom session or the Zoom class, you'll be telling me what happened exactly in this, and we will be discussing. Actually, when you check the summary over here, you'll see all the events that happened in the story, and what they do and how they wanted to give the three wishes, or the wish they have given at the beginning. They have they want to return this wish or return the life to the way it was before. So actually, as a story, I can tell every detail in this story, but I need everyone to read and start asking me their questions. But actually in this sheet, I try to put every and each thing you can search for. Even the theme of this short story I have put. Okay, so the one of the most important lessons over here in the monkey's paw is to be what? Is to be careful what their first wish is not greedy one, that only the wish for the enough money. Actually, it wasn't a greedy wish. They want to return the money they have taken before, or the money they have taken for the house before. They didn't this mortgages. They want to return it, or remaining mortgage, tiny mortgage. They want to return it back, or return the money of the amount of this. Return it back for the sake of their house. So they did not wish for something huge in this life. But actually what they gained in the second day, or what happened in the second day, was something else. So in this sheet even, you'll be finding the vocabulary, every word and its meaning. I tried actually not only the vocabulary, as you know, not only the vocabulary words that you always see, no, or you see by the corners of the text or the short story you have. I tried to put more than this. Okay, so I have the vocabulary words over here in a table. Actually, it's a big table. I have 30 words. And I have some questions over here. And I try to make it easy for you, but you have to understand first the meaning, or the way I put the answer for every and each question. So I put you over here. I framed some questions and I put the answers for those questions. Actually, you'll be finding here 5 questions. Okay, even the theme is mentioned over here. So I elaborated everything and I put the theme. The theme here, the price of taking shortcuts to try to improve one's life is not worth the cost. So as I said, you'll be finding the questions over here, MCQ. Actually, I will not discuss the answers with you over here. We'll be discussing answers later. Answers later will be discussed when you read this and find the answers yourself. Even I can download. I will be uploading the model answers for you. But no, we'll be discussing every and each question we have here, every and each detail we have here in our next Zoom session, inshallah. So I'll be setting the time for the Zoom session. And I will be sharing the link. But I need every and each one to be prepared for this. So you have everything almost regarding this short story in this worksheet. But once again, you have to check your book, you have to read, you have to know that even the theme over here will be a message about life of human nature that the writers, or that the writers share with the readers, which you are already the readers. Maybe and even the answers, if you have the questions over here, I want you to decide whether this or the wish which they give already, which Herbert gave at the beginning, worth to take the risk, or this actions or events in the story should happen in our real life, or it's just from your or the writer's imagination. Actually, it should be from the writer's imagination. I need you to analyze some of the sentences in the text. I need you to prepare your questions for the next Zoom session, so we'll be discussing and explaining everything. Okay, for the time being, just one question or one thing I need you to do. Please read this text and be well prepared for the next or for the coming Zoom session, so it will be easy for both of us, you from your side and me from my side, to make everything clear. Okay, thank you for the time being. Stay safe, stay home, stay always blessed, as I always say. Thank you so much.